Oh my gosh. What's up, guys? It's your boy, Mr. Wavy. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Brand new whip just hopped in. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little cheesy. It's the second time I'm recording this. So, low key, I'm gonna try to make it half the time and way more compact with all the questions, you know what I'm saying? That I had before, but now it's a bit more concise. But what's up, guys? It's your boy, Mr. Wavy, and this is an intro video. So, like, who is Mr. Wave? Maybe we'll find out. Who knows? You know what I mean? I'm joking. But I'm gonna answer some questions, and if you guys have any more, type them in the comments below. Let me know if I missed something. Maybe you guys want to learn a bit more. You know what I'm saying? And hit that subscribe button and like the video for your boy. Yeah. Okay. So where am I from? And yeah. So where am I from and how old am I? So I'm born in Mississauga. Grew up a little bit in Toronto, and then I moved to Brampton. Shout out to the Peel Babies. If you know, you know. Yeah, I mean, and I'm 28 years old. I'm born in July. You know what I'm saying? Maybe eventually I'll tell you guys my actual born date, but till then, fuck you guys. Respectfully, you know what I'm saying? And like, what do I do on a day to day? Oh yeah. So yeah, I'm a Nigerian Canadian as well. So full Canadian, born and raised in Canada, and both my parents are Nigerian. You know what I mean? My next question, which leads me to my next question: what do you actually do on a day to day? Interesting question. So like, went to uni a few years ago. Damn, damn. For criminology, and I transitioned into cybersecurity, specifically like offensive security, which is basically ethical hacking. So like, I legally hack companies' websites and their networks to make sure they're secure. So their web applications with websites and their network applications, which is like the servers, the printers, the entire just setup for the business to run properly and efficiently. You know what I mean? So if you guys ever need someone, holler at your boy. But what I daily, that's kind of what I do every day. Listen to music. You know what I mean? I kind of read some like CVEs, which is some like vulnerability reports. You know what I mean? Some like 0 day hacks, basically like brand new hacks or methodologies that just released. You know what I mean? Stroll. Also, really, I'm super into like geopolitics because I always had this dream of like saving the world on some real shit. You know what I mean? But I was like, yo, how do you save a world that you know nothing about? You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, cool. I gotta learn about the world. And like growing up in GTA, the ends. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's multicultural like hub of the world. As a kid, I used to meet people from like multiple countries all over the world. So already I kind of learned how big the world kind of really was. You know what I mean? In comparison to our counterparts down south, our brothers, I'm not gonna say big bro or any of that shit. Fuck them. They're just broski. You know what I'm saying? Like after all, you just bro. You know, they be trying to little bro us, but it's you're really just bro. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe you had that big bro status, but right now you just bro. Whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, day to day, I just learn about the world, geopolitics. You know what I mean? And I just kind of grind with the cybersecurity, grind with practicing my ethical hacking methodologies, kind of learning, and I'm trying to get into the streaming shit. You know what I mean? Hopefully that's fucked the boy. Hopefully. You know what I mean? And what am I like off camera? Uh, I feel like I'm the same guy, funny guy. I try to be as honest and open as I can and authentic. And it's like I've gotten to that point in my life like I can't fake being fake. You know what I mean? So if I ever sense anything getting fake or getting inauthentic, bro, I just won't fuck with you. I just won't talk to you. I won't speak to you. I just won't be in your vicinity. You know what I mean? Respectfully. You know what I mean? Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. I don't know. Who knows? You know what I mean? Who knows? But that's just kind of me. You know what I mean? I just like to be as honest and truthful as I possibly can. It's good for the soul. It's good for the atma. You know what I mean? And it's like, next question is, what do people who know you in real life say about you? I feel like people who know me in real life would say I'm committed to the goal, committed to a grind. Once I have that kind of methodology, I'm gonna do some shit, or like I'm gonna activate on it. Excuse me. I always like stick to it, and I always try to, you know what I mean. Whether or not it's, they say that the what is it the quote? They say I actually forget this quote. Wow. They say insanity is doing things over and over and over again, and expecting a different result. I mean, but like shit, all madmans made M's. You know what I mean? Shout out Lucky Yes Bar. But it's really like they call you a madman until it works. Even shout out Mr. Beast, he said it too. You know what I mean? They call you a madman until it works. You know what I mean? So it's like fuck it. I just gotta keep doing my thing, believe in myself, whether it's to tech entrepreneurship, to music. Cause oh yeah, also I don't know if I said in this video, I'm also an artist. You know what I mean? I make music and I love music. I listen to music like every day. I literally just saw me, just heard me quote like Lucky. You know what I mean? Shout out to the GOAT. You know what I mean? I really felt with music. Hopefully, I'm gonna be able to positively represent the Toronto scene. You know what I'm saying? Which is super dope. And that's kind of leads into the next question. You know what I mean? What type of music am I into right now? That's crazy. Uh, Shout out Rema, he is. Shout out Bash the World. You know what I mean? Uh, Shout out, I really fuck with Slon. Slon's new tape, you know what I mean? Shout out the Young Teflon track. You know what I mean? Shout out Len Tough. Shout out fucking. It was Travi on that, but shout out Tiago Brazy. I fuck with Tiago Brazy heavy. You know what I mean? Heavy. Shout out. Yeah, shout out YT too. Take me back to London when it's raining. Oh, it's raining. I've been in the road so long and it's raining. Tough. Shout out Jamal Garcia, obviously shout out Dave, shout out Skepta, shout out DB. The random thought. DB for a minute was like my number one artist. You know what I mean? For like 2-3 years in a row. Right now it's Lucky. I'm not lying. Shout out to the GOAT. But yeah. And music underground scene. Praying for Toronto's underground scene. Hopefully I can be able to represent that. Which, you know what I mean? Because shit, we need people. You know what I mean? Yeah. Next question. Who are my top 3 favorite streamers, YouTubers right now? That I actually listen, like watch and fuck with. I'm not gonna lie to you. PBM, shout out 5 star. YRG, shout out Rage. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a third one that I actually like watch. Shout out Bruce, shout out Dio. I do fuck with it. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I do watch some like Rage and I'll say like AMP shit. Not Ox, I said Rage. Like Agent Ox, Agent Double O, and like AMP. Those are probably the guys that I would say I generally watch and I you know what I mean, retain their content. I do. I'm more of the entire streamer world, streamer you. I would say. I mean, that's why I kind of want to watch the whole Mr. Beast 50 streamers or whatever game because like I'm trying to see which ones I already kind of know / fuck with already, and I feel like it's a lot of them. You know what I mean? I've been trying to grow the knowledge market. They do fuck with streaming. You know what I mean? Heavy. Oh, perfect. Next question. What's my honest take on the current content creation space? I would say, especially specifically streaming, and I'm gonna talk about other things too. I would say, not gonna lie, I feel like streaming is like, yes, we are definitely past the previous prime that you know what I mean had was like the OGs where it was really just like Twitch and YouTube going intertwining and just leading the charge for shit. You know what I mean? And that was early when like Twitch was giving out those 5-year contracts, the early contract M's. You know what I mean? And even like the YouTube shit. You know what I mean? Not the YouTube kick shit, early kick. You know what I mean? They're giving out those crazy contracts. Shout out Aiden, shout out Coffin, bang. You know what I mean? Shout out all the mans. Even Rage was on there for a minute too. That shit. You know what I mean? But I feel like now what's happened is that like streaming and Twitch and all that shit was its own thing, lane. You know what I mean? Individually just for the streamers. But now it's like streaming has also crossed lines with being an artist, being an entertainer, being an influencer. You know what I mean? That type of aspect and scene. So now it's grown bigger than that. So some people say it's become oversaturated. I saw Phantom. I fuck with Phantom. I saw my Dominican, you know what I mean, guy. You know what I'm saying? I should hope he's Dominican. I believe he's Dominican. Yeah. I'm sorry about that. If I fucked it up, I'm so sorry. Very sorry. But yeah, I feel like it was a clip of him saying that like we're not in that streamer like early prime, the hype of shit. You know what I mean? Now some people are saying it's oversaturated. I use air quotes because it's like I feel like it's not fully oversaturated yet, but I feel like we're transitioning into a whole new era and period of streaming that it's kind of making it different / weird type shit. I feel like that's why not everyone's kind of fucking with it fully right now. And people are still fucking with it. It's this big. I feel like it's probably right now as big as it is. You know what I mean? Or obviously, because you know what I mean. But I feel like it has the most hype, and now it is the internet. Like the streaming shit now, because it has so many different people, the artists, it has the entertainers, it has everyone. You know what I mean? And the OG streamers from time type shit. You know what I'm saying? So because it has so much appeal, everyone on the internet can find what they love just from streaming, which I feel like is also a great thing. You know what I mean? Finding something you're interested in just from streaming is crazy and it's possible. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, you know what I mean, YouTube and content creation kind of does. You know what I mean? It's kind of lit. I mean, you gotta appreciate and respect it. You know, you can't knock it. You know what I mean? You just gotta almost embrace it. Cause if you try to fight the current will swallow you whole type shit. You know what I mean? That's how I feel personally. You know. Why did you start Mr. Waev? That's an interesting question. The channel, I guess, type shit. Why did I start Mr. Waev? I feel like I've always been an artist, and some people be like, "Oh, you kind of wanted to use your artistry to kind of like, you know what I mean, bite the hype of the streaming shit." But I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sorry, I was gonna type on YouTube. This is for kids. Definitely not for kids. I don't give a fuck. I forgot I could swear. No, I don't care, bro. I don't care about nobody's attention, clout. Like, I'm not gonna lie, no cocky shit. I can get that shit on my own, bro. I am. Thank God. I love this shit. I am that guy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't want to be. I am just am. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But like, I feel like I wanted to honestly be able to show my true perspective on who I am in the world and what I kind of bring. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's the only way for me to do it is really just place on the internet for the world to see. Like I love watching it. I just watched the whole Mr. Beast clip of him from like 10 years ago, just starting out the grind and shit, having like what 8K subs to like what over like 50 M's or some shit. Like Mr. Beast is fucking Mr. Beast. You know what I mean? Yeah, I said 50. Fuck, forgive me, bro. I'm sorry, big bro. No, sorry. I'm sorry. 475. I was gonna say 50, like, but the number was even off. So I was thinking 500 in my head, but like, yeah, it's 475, which is basically 500. I'm more a type of guy. I just run to the top, but like 475 M's. Like, are we taking it in? What type of number is that? Mr. Beast fucking numbers. You know what I mean? Like that's a statement in himself. And like him 10 years ago was 8K subs, and he was trying to like spread that motivation to himself and to the world. You know what I mean? And I fucking think that's great. That's amazing. That's goals. That's what the internet's about. You know what I mean? Being able to prove something in this state and have it on there forever. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what I want to do. I want to be just an inspiration and be able to like be a perspective, something that's kind of different to the world. The world needs like not only am I Canadian, which is like I feel like they sleep on Canadians. Canadians have so much influence in everything, music, entertainment. You're like, oh, yo, other day I tweeted, I'm like, oh, Ryan Gosling's Canadian. Like, what the fuck? Shut up, bro. I fuck with you, bro. I fuck with you, but that's just a random. We got Beef, we got fucking Drizzy, we got The Weeknd, PND, we got Free that nigga Tory. You know what I'm saying? Pre-Tory, Nelly Furtado, Celine Dion. Like, what the fuck? Like, yo, come on, guys. Canadian. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the front facing. We got the producer. Shout out to the Wonder Girls. Shout out to the 49ers. Don't worry, we still fuck with you, bro. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Canadians. You know what I mean? But I feel like we're not talked about and represented enough, especially the quote unquote Torontonian scene type shit. And I would love to be one of those quote unquote figures. You know what I mean? Especially with the tech shit. You know what I mean? Especially with the music shit. Especially with the, you know what I mean? The influencer shit. Even with the, bro, I fuck with Sneeko because of even the geopolitical shit, talking about what's going on right now, and the not even conflict, the crisis and the genocide in Gaza. You know what I mean? Like that shit needs to be talked about. It's not talked about. You know what I mean? And I feel like that I want to be one of those positive representations of Torontonians. Sorry about that. They look at Toronto when you go abroad and around the world as like a London. You know what I mean? There's so many different parts in London, and everyone when they say London, they know you're part. They know you're from a part in London. So when I say Toronto, it's kind of like that. Like it's a greater Toronto area. So all the Toronto mans, the Scarborough fucking mans, don't get in my comments tweeting some shit. Don't fucking get off my dick respectfully. You know what I mean? That still fuck with the bees. I rep the bees. I'm gonna peel baby till I die. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. But just for the people who are abroad and not seeing this shit, you know what I mean? Or from abroad and don't really get this shit. So yeah, that's why I just kinda explain that. You know what I mean? But represented for the Canadian side because they try to little bro us, but we not really little bro. You know what I'm saying? We just bro. You know what I'm saying? Respect mans, please. You know what I mean? And I'm Nigerian. Shout out. You know what I mean? Both my parents are Nigerian. I love my people. I want to be a positive representation of my people. You know what I'm saying? That's why I also be ethical hacking, doing shit proper the way it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what I want to show to you guys and portray that to the world. And maybe I gotta start documenting it, which is what I kind of feel like. And this is a great start. You know what I mean? Little intro video. You know? And it's like, my bad. So yeah, next question is like, what can the audience expect going forward? Hopefully, I'm gonna drop more reaction videos. If you guys have a topic you want me to talk about, you have any questions, you know what I mean, let me know because I'm low key down for whatever. I'm also down for collabs, which I feel like Tonians, Canadian mans don't do enough of. We gotta unite like the American mans, like the Europeans, like all of them Spanish mans, the South American niggas. Like we gotta unite like all of them. You know what I mean? And unite ourselves and unite with the world. You know what I mean? So hopefully go and do some collabs with anybody. I'm down. You know what I mean? Hit my line. You know what I'm saying? On some Drizzy shit. You know what I mean? Drizzy shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the guy. But yeah, hit me up if you guys want to do any collabs. If you want to do anything, let me know. I'm super always down. You know what I mean? And these last two questions. What does success actually look like to me? You know what I mean? That's crazy. Hopefully, God willing, I could be a positive influence in the entire world. You know what I mean? Because that's really my goals. But also be something that like helps change the trajectory of the world while being honest. I feel like even myself, I had to start being more honest with myself and being honest with God. You know what I mean? So, bro, I fucking love just how the Godfather told him the truth, praying that he got me. You know what I'm saying? Like on some real shit. Like God knows, I've just been trying to better myself so I could be a positive influence in every like aspect that I love. You know what I mean? Whether it's the music shit, whether it's the tech shit, whether it's the entertaining shit, whether it's like, you know what I mean, talking about the world geopolitical shit. You know what I'm saying? Even the anime shit. Like I'm a super anime nigga. Just be able to have my like hand and influence in all those different fields while still not losing a piece of myself. That's generally what success looks like to me. You know what I mean? And hopefully it's on some Elon shit. You know what I'm saying? Some Jeff Bezos type shit. We got a local bag, you know what I'm saying? But it's a grind. We're gonna start. And you guys can hopefully be a part of my journey. You know what I mean? Support your boy. Fuck with your boy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And what would you, last question, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm happy. This is more concise. The last one felt, the last few I actually shot, fucked with the audio, you know what I mean? Felt kind of inorganic, but it's okay. This one feels more true to home. It's going to be the last question for the day. Let me know if you guys want more from the boy, or questions wise, you know? It's like, what would you tell someone who feels stuck right now? Damn. I'm not going to lie to you. I would say never lose sight of who you are and who you truly want to be. You know what I mean? And I would say, with the grace of God as well, God is very important. I feel like you gotta try to stay as true to who you are as possibly you can, but also find out what that is, and then just try to keep focused and locked in on that thought. You know what I mean? Because not only does God give his strongest battles to strongest soldiers, I know people say that all the time, but it's like one thing you learn is that when you stay locked in and you stay true to yourself and just keep going and keep pushing through all the feeling stuck, even if you don't feel like you're moving anywhere, you slowly, low key do begin to move. And it's only gradual. It's like looking, you're like, and you're like, and you're like, until you start just moving, it's like the snowball effect, you know what I mean? And it really comes from you just being like, yo, I'm not going to stop. You know what I mean? I'm not going to stop doing what I believe is true. I'm not going to stop doing what I believe is me. And I always believe learning with that. You know what I mean? So it doesn't just mean doing some shit blindly that you just get stuck in. You know what I mean? It means like learning and trying not to compromise authenticity and integrity. You know what I mean? Authenticity in yourself and integrity and trying to at least be the best version of whatever it is you're trying to achieve. You know what I mean? Because like greatness, yo, that's why I fuck with the UK. I've been listening to the UK since from time, you know what I mean? Shout out Skeppy, SK level, big Skep, you know what I mean? I was actually, random story, I was in the fucking Kanichiwa concert when he did the Toronto stop of his tour in Rebel, bro, and the mosh pit going crazy. But I even got it tatted. I had Born to Be Great tatted on my legs, but like it really comes from the Skepta. Dex technically telling Skepta, you know what I mean, Born to Be Great. You know what I mean, or greatness only. I guess that's actually the term. I got Born to Be Great because that's how I feel, but the term is greatness only. He's like, yeah, I remember when Dex told me greatness only. You know what I mean? That's kind of what you gotta achieve for. It's like no matter what, even if you're feeling stuck, you gotta know that God placed you on this earth to be great. You know what I mean? And it's up to you to try to work, to do whatever possibly can to achieve it. And sometimes that may look like not moving anywhere, but it's like you gotta be locked in and focused, and then you start to notice shit starts moving, shit starts progressing, shit starts going forward. You know what I mean? And that's shit you gotta be grateful for. You know what I mean? But just stay locked in, stay believing in you, and like you will achieve it. Cause greatness only. You know what I mean? God put each and every single one of us on this earth with a plan to achieve greatness. You know what I mean? Some of us don't see that because we don't believe in ourselves enough. You know what I mean? But like when you believe in yourself enough and you understand where you can be and understand what's possible, then you just keep going. It's like, yo, whenever you see people successful, it's like, how could you think that can't be you? You know what I mean? And I think that I can be great, and I know I will by the grace of God. So it's like, all right, cool. Even if my situation currently isn't showing that, doesn't mean that you stop. Doesn't mean that you stop being hungry, stop being motivated, stop being, you know what I mean? It means you keep going and you progress. Keep trying to figure out what works. You just keep going. You know what I mean? That's how I kind of look at shit. Shit, greatness only. It's like, thank you to the, you know what I mean? If you fuck with the boy, like, sub up, we're gonna keep going. You know what I mean? And this is kind of just an intro video on, you know, who is Mr. Waev. Shit. I might actually change my artist name to Mr. Waev because right now it's Rex Wave, if you know, you know. It's like, shit, you know what I mean? Who is Mr. Waev? Well, to be continued. Thank you.